Well, the Horn of Africa's strategic location at the southern end of the Red Sea and alongside the Gulf of Aden has placed one of its countries, Djibouti, in the enviable situation of being wooed by a number of major powers. As VOA senior analyst Jeffery explains, China has aggressively engaged Djibouti for both commercial and military reasons.
On the Horn of Africa, at the center of a major power chess game, is the Republic of Djibouti. Barely over 23,000 square kilometers in size, this highly sought-after place has become the host for a number of nations' military bases. Along with 2 U.S. military facilities, Djibouti is also home to a major Chinese naval and shipping installation slated to open later this year. The work on this facility, which reportedly cost $400 million to build, began with a January 2016 announcement that Beijing secured a $100 million annual lease from Djibouti for 10 years. At the time, China said Djibouti would enable Chinese troops to better fulfill escort missions and make new contributions to regional peace and stability. The importance of China's first significant base beyond its mainland is detailed by research group the Atlantic Council analyst Bronwyn Bruton.
Just as Djibouti is the base for all American operations in Africa, it's going to become the base for all Chinese operations in Africa. Perhaps more important to China, it's also it's a prime location for guaranteeing China's economic interests. And these are quite legitimate concerns. There's no reason why China shouldn't be able to ensure the safety of its trade ships coming back and forth to Europe through the Gulf of Aden.
Analysts note that the base underscores China's commitment to anti-piracy operations in the region's critical maritime choke point and its peacekeeping operations in Sudan's Darfur and South Sudan. The value of the Djibouti base for China's global commerce is described by retired U.S. Ambassador David Shin.
Keep in mind that that facility is a dual-use facility. It's both commercial and military. They make no excuses about the military component of it, but in terms of the ultimate usage of the facility, I think there will probably be more commercial usage than military usage.
Because this port facility is very close to both U.S. military bases in Djibouti, its ability to observe and listen is not lost on analysts, such as the American Enterprise Institute's Catherine Zimmerman.
One of the reasons why the location of the Chinese base is of such concern, because placing it right next to the United States naval base and frankly the hub of our counterterrorism operations will give China that insight into what we're doing that otherwise it wouldn't have.
Beijing had already endeared itself to Djiboutian President Ismail Omar Guelleh by building a railway linking Djibouti with Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and making a number of other infrastructure investments. And in return for basing rights, China gets a huge priority fulfilled. Again, Ambassador David Shin.
One is to ensure that the Chinese Navy, the PLAN, continues to operate far from Chinese shores so that it can test its equipment, its ships, its personnel, gain experience in order to become a blue water navy, and that is the ultimate goal.
President Guelleh was recently quoted as saying, "No one but the Chinese offers a long-term partnership in Djibouti." And with its base nearly ready, Beijing's ability to project both hard and soft power in Africa goes up significantly. Jeffery, VOA News.